guys. We were gonna go just north of Roanoke last night and stay at our trusted Cracker Barrel. But we just had gotten off the Blue Ridge Mountains and it was gonna be like another 45 minutes to the Cracker Barrel and then we'd have to backtrack this morning. So we just decided as we were driving through town that it looked like it was maybe a safe place to pull off where we wouldn't be bothered. Because I don't know, what would you say had the kind of feel of, like what made it feel like we could park there with no problem?
Well, there's lots of on-street parking. I don't know, just a gut feeling. It looked okay, and there was a couple businesses, Advanced Auto and a Hardee's just down the road. So I don't know, just felt decent.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as residential feeling, and there was also a car parked like with a license plate from Arizona. So I don't know, we just got the feel that it was kind of a busier place and that it wouldn't be a problem.
Turn right onto State Route 608.
But it's kind of nice knowing that, you know, you can just kind of pull off here and there and it'll be okay. You know, we checked I-Overlander. There was a spot actually where we're heading now on I-Overlander where people had said they'd parked overnight, but we just thought it was a safe bet where we were, and now we're going to head there for breakfast. Yeah, so this is where people had said they'd spent the night. I think I'm glad we stayed where we did. So there's actually a little trail here and some water. So here we are. It looks like people have maybe had some campfires here, shot off some fireworks and left them behind. So we're gonna have some quick breakfast and get back on the road. Oops. Breakfast time.
Continue on Blue Ridge Parkway for 8 miles.
And with that, we're back on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're heading to our first trail for the morning. I think it's actually another Strenuous rated trail, which Steve will love. But it does have a waterfall at the end, so maybe he'll like that better.
It better, because I don't want to have to write too strongly worded letters.
This is my favorite thing ever about being in the mountains. Look, the clouds. We're up above the clouds. I love that. So we stopped here to take a little bathroom break and we're going to take a look around and then get back on the road. So on our last trip we were in Richmond on a pedestrian bridge over the James River under a bridge, and now we're back at another one. Crossing the James River again. So we walked across the bridge and the lock system and canal I think is kind of over that way. But we're not going to bother walking over to see it. We're going to save our energy instead. I think our legs are a little screaming from yesterday. I don't even know if we're up to another strenuous hike this morning. But anyway, we're not going to go down all these stairs and come back up. We're just going to wave at the canal and head back to the van. Sound like a plan, Steve?
Sounds like a plan, Steve.
So there's the locks over there. Here's what you would have seen if we had taken you to the canal and the lock. So we're here. And here's the lock system, the canal, right along the river.
Go ahead.
So this is the beginning of the trail. It looks a little better already than the last one, and we think it might be shorter than yesterday's hike. We picked up a walking stick that was up at the beginning. Maybe that'll help our knees when we're going downhill. Take turns with it. So here goes, and hopefully we'll find a good waterfall. This is where we're heading. So it's actually a longer trail than yesterday. Hopefully we'll make it.
So far so good. It's been a pretty steep decline, but the terrain has been fairly manageable. Whereas yesterday there was a steep incline when we started, but there was just boulders everywhere that just complicated it. So far so good.
Fell right over the path.
So we are apparently a half a mile from the falls. How goes it so far?
Actually not too bad. So we have this fly that keeps flying around our head.
The walking stick makes all the difference.
Elevator button.
Then you gotta go in here.
Yeah, you have to go in here. Apple Orchard Falls. It'd be a little more impressive if there's more water, but it's still nice. I'm not looking forward to going back up the stairs that we just came down. I think I'm going to give it 4 vans. Debated between 3 and 4, but I think I'll go with 4. I might change it after we go up the hill to get back. Alright, now it's time to head back. I think we've been out here for over an hour and a half. Now for the hard part of actually going back up. We'll see how it goes.
I'm not looking forward to this part. It's less rocky than the last trail we were on, which is a bonus, but it's going to be pretty much a steady incline the whole way. I'm not so sure about that.
All right, we only have 0.3 miles left. We got this. That's what I get for taking Steve on a hike. Although he did pick this trail. Ah, we did it. Steve picked this trail. I don't know if he liked it or not. At least it had a waterfall and he was able to splash off on one of them. Wow, it was nice and cool in the woods. Now we're out in the sun at the end of the trail and it's pretty dang hot. But what a sense of accomplishment.
So we're back on the road after that long hike. We got ourselves cleaned up a little bit. Got some snacks. So we're feeling a little bit better. Now we're gonna look for a place to pull over and make some lunch.
So that wraps up the hiking we're gonna do for this trip, I think. Both hikes we did were rated strenuous, and I would agree. We don't typically do long hikes, so I would say those are shorter. They're both around 2 miles. Definitely steep, definitely tiring, but I think worth it, rewarding. One each day was definitely enough for us. So the first one we did again was the Humpback Rocks Trail, and then today we did the Apple Orchard Falls Trail. And I would say my favorite was the Humpback Rocks. I just think the payoff at the top was well worth it. The rocks and the view was pretty cool. Today the waterfalls were nice. It was kind of nice and cool hiking in the woods, but it wasn't anything spectacular. So I stand by my rating, 3 or 4 vans for today's hike and definitely 5 vans for yesterday's.
Put a fork in me, I'm done.
So we hope you enjoyed going on those hikes with us. We would recommend them, I think. Would you recommend them, Steve?
Yeah, I would just make sure that you have plenty of water with you, maybe something to snack on. Give yourself some time. I would recommend it. Do it once at least.
So we hope you enjoyed going on those 2 hikes with us. Each one was about 3 hours. Took up a lot of time. We had some other things on our list of to do, some other possible hikes and things to see. But between those hikes and the overlooks, pretty much took up a good part of each day. We started our last hike this morning around 10:40. We wrapped it up around 1:40. Now it's about 2:30. So now we're going to get some lunch and get back on the road. So bye-bye Blue Ridge Parkway. I think we did about 109 miles on the parkway from the north entrance to this exit on Route 460. So we took the parkway approximately down to around Roanoke area. We were going to take it further, but as usual, we kind of modify plans as we go. Tonight, instead of heading to our first destination that we had in mind, we're going to actually go stay with my cousin. So we're going to leave you here. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us on these hikes, and for that section of Blue Ridge Parkway, we enjoyed the hikes we did, even though they were strenuous. I would say we're both pretty tired right now. We did lots of overlooks in those 2 hikes. They both took about 3 hours each, I would say, and that included some time like just to sit and relax a little bit, take pictures, stuff like that. Definitely strenuous hikes. But it's a pretty route to travel if you ever get a chance. If you haven't checked out any of our other videos, we have several videos that show how we've been converting this van into a camper van. So a lot of van build videos. And we've shared a lot of our travels to places like New Orleans and up in New England. We like to travel on a low budget and just kind of explore and see wherever we go. So check some of those out if you haven't already. And
Thanks for coming along.
yeah,
If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also, leave us a comment. Let us know you're watching. That means a lot when we hear from you guys. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next one.